y'all, welcome to my channel. So before we get into this video, could you guys please do me a solid and subscribe down below. We are on our way to 100,000 subscribers and I would love for you to be with me on that journey. So let's get into this crochet. All right, y'all, so we are starting off with a really basic braid pattern. I do this pattern all the time, just 11 or so cornrows going to the back. Of course, the smaller they are, the more natural your hair will end up being, but this is the smallest I could get mine. And then I do have my leave out right in the front. I do gather all of my braids at the back so that I end up with one big braid because I have cut off braids before. So I'd rather just crochet this part right here, right on down, and then I'm good to go. So this is my braid, this is my leave out right here. I try to make my leave out as small as possible, like as little as possible, you guys, because this is a protective style. So the less leave out you have, the better for, the better your hair is, and you don't have to maintain as much. So I'm using the Main Choice 4-leaf clover leave-in spray, which I absolutely love and highly recommend. And then I am doing old school grease in my scalp because it has been super itchy lately. Everything that I'm using will be down below or in my Amazon store. You guys know, just click the link in the description box. And this is the hair, you guys, that I will be using. I will be using 2 packs total of this 80-inch Caribbean braid from Janet collection. And this is how it looks right off the back. Remember, it's 80 inches long, the full strand, and it does come in pieces, but I'm gonna just take my scissors right here and I'm gonna just chop this in half so that this is how much hair you'll just get, double the amount of hair. So I didn't show you guys like the first part of me crocheting the hair because it was pointless, but this is just what I did for the front. I pretty much just took each piece that came out of the second pack and I split the pieces in half to double that section as well. So I'm taking smaller pieces, just translation because I always do the most. I'm just taking smaller pieces in the front, you guys, and that's pretty much it. It was very simple to split this hair as well. I didn't really have any problems with splitting it. I wouldn't do it more than like twice because I don't think it's necessary, but do as you feel. And just a tip, a major key to a very natural crochet is to not have the thickness in the front matching the back. You should always be splitting the hairs in the front to make it lay and fall so much better and so much more natural. All right, so you can just wear it as is, just like this, or you can take it a step further like I did, and I put in a little bit of work with this hair. I took about 45 minutes, no more than that, and I had to comb this hair out. I highly recommend, here's some helpful tips. I highly recommend a good paddle brush to do this, and I did do it on just like plain dry hair, but then I was like, let me just try something different. So I took this Cantu right here that I never use because I don't really like Cantu products in my hair, but my sister had bought it and she left it, so I just applied that to this hair and it softened it up so much better, and it was a little bit easier to detangle. I really thought this was going to take me hours to brush out, but I set a time. I set a maximum time of 45 minutes and I was done after that. So this was a major key also in getting it to look super natural. And this is the amount of hair that came out. So don't be afraid to comb this crochet out. It's not your hair. So this is how it's looking. This is how natural it looks after you brush it out, y'all. I highly recommend taking the time to brush out. I sent this to my sister and I was like, dang, that looks good. That literally looks like my hair, and I was just so in love with it at this point. So I will say this isn't the best hair as far as the texture goes. It was a little bit rougher than I expected and definitely rougher than my natural hair, but the texture of it, the look of it was very similar to my hair in a blowout kind of brushed out type of state. So that's why I just kept with it and I didn't take it out right away or or not, you know, post it, because it can soften up. I'm just giving you guys a heads up, but there are other hairs or companies, whatever, out there, and I'll put those down below, that would also work out, that are softer than this one. Like I said, it's not the worst I've tried, but it's not the best. So I think you'd be fine with it either way. But look how natural it looks. Like, you cannot beat that, y'all. You can't beat it. So anyways, you guys, just going to take it a step further, like I said, and add in some braids. I kind of was like, let me just see how this would look with a braid out. I wasn't super in love with it, but I didn't hate it. So I'm just taking the front of my hair, like the leave out, and I'm going to make that, of course, braid my leave out into the crochet so that it falls better, and it just kind of blends a little bit better as well. And then I'm just gonna add, I think I added about 9 big braids total, and I did end up putting perm rods on the end once I was done, and then doing the whole hot water, dipping them in hot water method as well. All right, y'all, so this is the next day. I slept in everything overnight, and I did not, oh my God, I cannot find a really great edge control besides the Design Essentials to save my life, because this day it was just not, oh, it was horrible. Yeah, just unbraiding the braids. And I will tell you guys where I messed up was this side of my hair that I'm undoing now. The water was not as hot as the other side, so it didn't set as well. Like, I did not get that definition with this side of my head, and on the other side I did. So keep that in mind whenever you are doing the whole hot water method. Just make sure your water is hot all the way around. And I'm just gonna finish unbraiding this, you guys, and I will show you guys the final look after I cut off a few pieces and style it really quickly. But all in all, I think this was a great look, great outcome, and it took me like 3.5, no more than 4 hours to do. And I think it's a really great style to have if you want to be able to do it, like have something versatile to wear, or just wear your hair in like a big bun up and you leave your perimeter out, or do like a vixen type of crochet. You know, just, you can definitely get super creative with this type of hair and this whole look. And I think it's going to be great as well for the summertime, going on vacation and not having to keep your edges slick. It's just definitely gonna allow for a little bit more freedom, especially for all my type 4 girls, my 4B and 4C girls. So stay tuned, give me just a few more seconds, you guys, and I'm about to just speak at the end for like 2 secs, and that is it. All right, this is better. So this is the final look, you guys. I initially did not want it that length, but you are more than welcome to, of course, it's your hair, you do what you want, to keep it that length. I actually put perm rods on the end of my braids yesterday, dipped them in hot water, did that whole thing, but I did not sleep with them. I took them out before I got ready to go to bed, which is why the ends weren't curled. So I just had to snip it off and just make it look a little bit more presentable. But I love the outcome of it. I don't think I've ever done a style like this. No, I know I haven't done a style like this, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Once I put that Cantu stuff in the hair, it softened it up much better. I was kind of like, dang. And once I like was showing you guys like how natural it was looking, I was like, So with your braid pattern, if you plan on leaving this hair in, spring break is coming upon us. So if you want to pull it up, high buns and all that kind of stuff, just make sure you leave out your perimeter and then braid up like the rest of your hair. I think that would be a great style too. Or if you're like me and just want to rock it down, this is also an option for you, of course. But I think it just looks good. My hair blends really well with it. I'm very happy about how it came out. I didn't know. I wasn't really sure where this was going, but yeah, just kind of finessed it a little bit, and yeah, I think we're working with something. Now I might bring it up a little bit more, but I'm not sure. It got this kind of like a gap here. I initially wanted it like this short, but I think this length looks pretty decent on me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not subscribed already, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. We are on our way to 100,000, so I would love for you to help me get there and be a part of the family. Follow me on Instagram if you're not, so you can kind of see how this look all comes together, because right now I feel like I'm giving off 90s librarian old lady vibes. If you have any questions, as always, questions, comments, all that good stuff, put them down below. You know I will do my best to answer you. It's a lot of hand motions going on today. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.